Yo, hello guys. How are you doing? Yeah, it's Lolgor and I'm casting another game, and you have might seen. It's again a bit longer. I wanted to ask you, I need your feedback. Would you prefer I cast more shorter games, like around the 15-minute mark, let's say, instead of these like 25, 30, 35 minutes games? Because, there's of course, there's more to see and units you don't regularly see, maybe even in longer games, but then you maybe lose focus and concentration. And I'm also losing a bit, concentration, maybe even. And yeah, it shouldn't be boring, but sometimes, like there's this excitement in late game and the unit compositions that been made and you can see basically more like how people reacted to something in tier 2 and then the transition goes tier 3 and what's happening there and blah blah. So, but then compared to shorter games, maybe mm, it also could show like some approaches to some matchups, like build orders, and then basically seeing how this early game is going and where it's ending, and also it's less time consuming for me, so I could maybe cast more games if the games are shorter instead. So I would like to hear your opinion. All right, then let's go. Yeah, we have Aveend. I just call him Avi here. I hope he doesn't mind, as the Commissar Lord or Lord Commissar, and RTS called as the Plague Champion for the Forces of Chaos. And I've watched this game once in 4 times speed, I think, and I was like, okay, that's a nice game. I would like to cast it. So here we go. So very unusual build for RV. I like it. 3 guardsmen. And here he's going for the second node, ASAP. And RTS Cult is sticking with the cookie cutter. Double ticks, Space Marines, Chaos Space Marines more specifically. So this might be the next engagement in this west corner of the map. And here we see the noded node getting noticed. Wow. And the Forces of Chaos trying to take it down. This is a Lord Commissar caring for his guardsmen. Instead of leading his own assault down here, he went to support his guardsmen. What a hero. So double node. Guardsmen fighting from the Gary. So I'm curious what Avi is going next for. So this Plague Champ, quite low on health already, is going for Muku's Discharge. It heals him with the ability usage and also heals surrounding units with a smaller amount. I think it's 200 for himself and 70 for his surrounding units. Quite useful. On top of the tick worship, with a health region. It's just decent. Let's say it like this, just decent. Node taken down. We have an aspiring champion for the heretics. No war gear on the Commisar. Mucus discharge. 215 for himself and 70 for radius 10. So we have a heavy weapon team for RV. RTS manages to... Oh, what is this? Okay, I missed this one. Flamer on the Guardsman. And Plague Champion interfering. And RV managed to, with his build, he managed to take quite decent control of the map. So it's a 3v0 victory point cap for him. So now RTS has to take his part of the map back. So I like RV's approach here, like with masked guardsmen. But then guardsmen lack abilities except for repairing, and there's no sentinel, so what else can they do, right? They can retreat and die. They can die. That's their main ability. Dying for the Emperor. So these guys get a bit suppressed, but then they will recover and they have a higher suppression rate, and then the Guardsman heavy weapon team is getting suppressed. So if this Commisar Lord wouldn't interfere here, the Havocs are better and out-suppress them, would out-suppress them. So here's a good Chaos Force now with grenade launchers, which giving... It's a good choice here, and here's a sneaky Guardsman Flamer Squad. This is a sneaky bash, but RTS Cult is going for his own bash. I like these games where you just simultaneously gen bash each other. Okay, these guys have to retreat. These also have to retreat. So the grenade launcher takes are super handy here because of the splash damage of the grenades. Then you have the barrage, which also does damage and basically soft counters suppression teams. So basically RTS Cult is capable of dealing with this IG army quite efficient here. Are the Chaos Space Marines going for Eternal War or something? No. Oh, this is a barrage, right? Yes, it's going down on the Guardsmen. So now they just pop for the Emperor. That's cheeky GL takes. Doing some damage and then leave the arc of the heavy weapon team. No additional gear here, no additional gear here. So RTS is going his way on into tier 2, and RV is already there and building a Chimera. weapon team suppressing these heretics here. Maybe they're still on CD for the barrage. So it's a 2v0 VP cap for RTS. $134 red for RTS. So actually I'm just waiting for this. What is it called? Toxic cloud? This Chimera has the Flamer Guardsman inside. And this Havoc is going for the Siege for the last cannon. But they have to retreat, and Guardsmen with Flamers do what Guardsmen with Flamers do. So here maybe Avi got a bit distracted, and this Chimera here forgot about the last cannon and is taken down. Yeah, unfortunate. He maybe should have went more here. So the Commisar Lord upgraded for stubbornness, which gives health bursts when friendly infantry is close. So he's bursting health, but yeah, died here. And he also upgraded for the flak jacket. So RTS is not having any node or power generator left, and Avi has to, yeah, he is gonna rebuy his Lord Commisar. Yeah, he heavily invested on him, so he has to make use of him, right? So he's buying him back. Chimera gone, and oh, I've missed. There is also Guardsman squad down. So these are level 2 Guardsmen, level 1. So RTS so far sticking with his unit composition, but now is going for bloodletters. Capping the middle, noding Lord Commisar. Wants to take revenge? Maybe not. Oh, upgraded for the Power Claw. Heavy melee DPS. Quite handy to wreck some power armor and vehicles if needed. So the play for Avi here is like kitting out his Lord Commisar, having his guardsmen around, getting these heal bursts, then having his bubble and become a fucking tanky foe. And I think this is the center of his play now, or it was his plan from the beginning, basically. So the forces of chaos are going for the last remaining generator, yes or no? Yes. Chaos Space Marines upgraded for the Mark of Siege. For Plasma DPS. Lord Commisar, stubborn as fuck, but no chance. Bloodletters. RTS forgot about these. Now look at these. This Hell's Burst. Oh my god. Yeah, he can just go with his forces now. 2v0 VP cap. Let's check resources. RTS cult could buy. Oh, there is the... I forgot the name. Is it Obnoxious Cloud? Toxic Cloud? Definitely it is an ancient fart from a great unclean. He is ripping through the Chaos Army here. But for how long? Okay. Later. So he had to reinforce the bloodletters. Maybe I cannot see if he has Eternal War or not, because sometimes this slot here is not showing it. So most likely there's also Eternal War on the Chaos Space Marines. So now Avi is going back into the middle. He wants to take out this shrine, which is super good. Combined with the worship of the ticks, it's an incredible health region. So these are kind of useless here, the Havoc. So maybe the only the only reason to build a Chimera is to make this Havoc upgrade to a less cannon. So he doesn't have to fear this anymore. So the Chimera gave some service, right? Oh, I forgot this one here. Okay, so Armor of Pestilence increases health by 500 and does knockback infantry around the Plague Champion. And then this Plague Sword, which is absolutely crazy. I'm not sure, Torpid was speaking in one of his casts about the Plague Sword. If you're interested, then you watch Torpid. And so what I remember from Torpid was saying that the Plague Sword doesn't get affected by any kind of debuffs. So this gives like consistent damage the whole time. So Avi managed to get a 2v1 cap. Let's check resource. Oh, Ogrins. Sometimes I just talk and talk and talk and then I forget about very important things to mention. So Flamer Guardsmen are thirsty for another node. Oh, they have to suck a lot of damage. Bloodletters, Mark of Tzeentch, Chaos Space Marines. This is not looking good. So Avi decked out his Lord General, Lord Commisar, excuse me, with stubbornness to get these heal chunks in. But now that Ogons are there, he could actually go for another heavy weapon team, okay. For the Aura of Discipline, which is basically healing a nearby squad, and it's useful if the Lord Commisar is only surrounded by one squad, so the healing is going, is going directly into this one squad. If there's more around, then this healing is getting divided. So having the Lord Commisar together with the Ogrins, it gives them like a consistent heal. Okay, this might be a cheeky decap here. Yeah, but here it's good that he has the stubbornness war gear. And changing it for Aura of Discipline, not sure if this would be better or not. I don't think so, to be honest. So the Plague Champion going with his Plague Sword. He's going for a hunt. Hunting Ogrins. The healing aura on the Commisar. Yeah. I think you don't wanna leave this one out. Bloodletters directly countering the heavy weapon team. Avi was opting for a second heavy weapon team, but then he stopped. Raptors for RTS Cult. Yeah, maybe RTS Cult noticed, like, oh man, there's so much infantry going on. No vehicles, what can I do? I wanna interfere with these annoying guardsmen. So he's going for Raptors to cause chaos. Are we going for Stormtroopers? Most likely going for the Assault Kit. Stormtroopers. Most likely going for it. Ogrins yet don't have their bonnet. One generator dropped after noded. Avi is clever. He's waiting to not upgrade too early. Now he's noticed Raptors. So most likely there's not a Dreadnought coming, and most likely gonna upgrade to Assault Kit. Raptors having their squad leader. Yeah, congrats to the modders. The Raptors, they look amazing. Sorry, I'm missing out stuff now, because I'm chasing these boys. Yeah, fantastic work. What's going on? Oh, this is a low health Ogren, and one of the Ogrins got corrupted by the Plague Sword and maybe killed this last remaining Ogren and then died himself. Yeah, so basically what happens is, like, if a model dies, it becomes corrupted, and it's damaging its own squad then. So maybe the second last Ogren killed the last Ogren, and then now both are dead. Annoying as fuck, really. Super strong. Armor of Pestilence, we mentioned this one. Muku's Discharge was in tier 1, and Plague Sword was just now. VPs are quite low on both players here already. Bloodletters shifting out. Now being back, causing havoc together with the Raptors against the Guardsmen. Yep, Assault Kit finally. Avi realized most likely no vehicle coming, as he made sure, like, there is no power backup. There's no generators for RTS Cult, so yeah, should be fine with the Assault Kit. And Avi is also going to replace his Owen squad. Resource wise, yeah. Oops. Chaos Space Marines, wait. That's the same squad, yeah. Are they level 1? Okay, maybe I've missed something. Maybe I'm wondering that they're only level 1. Oh, this is a boss fight in the boss cage, and Lord Commisar is the boss. But only because of this consistent health burst from his army. Otherwise the Plague Champion would have won this one. Ogren's going for Bonet. Letters decapping. RV is going for mid cap and wants to pressure RTS Cult now with map control. Yeah, I might have missed Chaos Space Marine Squad dying, maybe to Ogrins, not sure. And then he had to replace it. But again, not sure, I missed that one. So it's 37 against 94 victory points. He stole that from an orc, I suppose. Oh, there's Noxious Cloud. The unclean fart. Commisar Lord Global. Here. Reducing infantry range of the enemy. Bloodletters doing some work here. Bunker dropped. I guess it's upgraded to a medical bunker. So keeps reinforcing nearby infantry. Lord Commisar maybe find his enemy. Maybe the Plague Champion can do it. Taking revenge here. Maybe. No. Where's the Plague Champ? Oh, the commander died, but to bloodletters, I suppose. And the Plague Champion also died here. Yeah, this engagement was super important here. Being able to take the middle and sit on it for a while. Bunkering some victory points. And this bunker here is also quite useful. And then there is the mine drop global ability from the Lord Commisar. RTS is sitting on 380 red and RV is sitting on 500. Both are still tier 2, so this game is quite long, but it didn't leave tier 2. Was a very generator bash intensive game here. So it's around 30 versus 30 VP. RTS is planning to take the middle, I suppose. Side capping the west. Another cloud being dropped here. Upgraded for plasma guns. Plague Champ. Knockdown ability. And Bonet, also having the knockdown ability here. But they have to sit down. Yeah, Avi took this home for the Emperor. Yeah, nice match. Played very good by both players. I like the strategical approach from Avi, so uncommon, without a sentinel opening and relying on stubbornness. And the Plague Champ was also a pain in the ass, being decked out like this. And one of the highlights definitely was taking out the Ogrins with the Plague Sword. Yeah, I enjoyed this game a lot. As long as it is, maybe would have been more exciting to see some tier 3 units, but yeah, it is what it is. It was a nice match, and I hope you liked it, and then see you next time. Bye.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.